Good afternoon, students. My name is Dr. Anosike. Now you laugh only when I laugh, please. There should be some level of decorum. Please. You laugh when I laugh. Now I'm here to take you on electricity, starting from the first topic to the last, as the Spirit leads. Static electricity. Now, the word static should be a general term, though we are not in English language. Okay, Ebakinos. Static means something that is not mobile. So we have two types of electricity. We have the static electricity, the one that is not mobile. And we have the current electricity, the one that is mobile. Now we start with the static electricity. We have two types of charges. We have the positive charge and the negative charge. Positive charge, negative charge. Positive charges are produced by rubbing a glass rod with silk. A glass rod with silk. Silk, something that looks like all these silk materials, though you people don't put it on these days. Now, if you rub a glass rod with silk, you have a positive charge. Please let it stick in your head. A positive charge is produced by rubbing a glass rod with silk. S-I-L-K. Now, a negative charge is produced by rubbing an ebonite rod with four. Glass rod, now an ebonite rod, should I increase the character? That can only be possible in a computer. It's only in a computer you can increase the character. Say increase the font size. You increase the font size. Okay. Hope you're okay now. Now, these charges can only be explained using the atomic structure. We can explain the production of these charges using the atomic structure. Now, I'm not going deep into atomic structure because that should be a topic in chemistry. But the simple atomic structure, you know, an atom contains 3 major subparticles. Now, the word 3 major subparticles means there are other particles in an atom. Many of you, most times, your teachers don't know. That's a fact. We call them 3 major subparticles. So there are other particles, maybe they are above your scope. That's why you don't know about it. But the electron, the proton, and the neutron, these are the 3 major subparticles. We have other particles like the neutrinos, the leptons, the quarks. All these ones are higher particles that are found in an atom. But based on your level, we focus our attention to these 3 major subparticles. Now, in an atom, the electron is mobile. It can move from one place to another. The proton is found in the nucleus and is not mobile, whether you like it or not. That's a fact. Here is not your school classes where maybe somebody that read home economics because he did physics while he was in College of Education, and you don't have any physics teacher. They will ask the person to come and teach physics. So the teacher will read and teach. After reading, she will come and teach. At least in this kind of lesson center, you are being taught with professionals. Now, the proton resides in the nucleus. As a matter of fact, what determines the mass of an atom is the nucleus. During rubbing, that means friction, because most charges are formed by friction. When you rub 2 materials at the same time, that is friction. You want to form a charge, we will say get back to that one, by friction. We still have contact method, we still have the induction method of charging a body. But our own attention now is in friction. Now, when you rub 2 bodies at the same time, there will be a transfer of electron from one body to the other. When you rub 2 bodies at the same time. Now, without telling you, you should know that an atom is electrically neutral. What do I mean by that word? That an atom is electrically neutral. The electrical neutrality of an atom means that the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. Means that the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. We say that an atom is electrically neutral. It does not have any charge. It does not have any charge. You have the sodium atom, magnesium atom, zinc atom. All these atoms does not contain any charge. Now, when there is a transference of electron, remember I said that the proton does not move. It stays in the nucleus. The electron stays around the shell or the orbital. Now, when 2 bodies rub on each other, let's take, for example, the glass rod with silk. electron will move from the glass to the silk. Now the glass rod becomes positively charged because the number of the positive charge is now greater than the number of the negative charge. That's why we said information of a positive charge will rub the glass rod with silk. Electron will move from the glass rod to the silk. Now the glass rod will be deficient of an electron, automatically becomes positively charged. Now when we consider the negative charge, if you rod ebonite rod with 4, electron will move from the 4 to the ebonite rod. Now the number of electrons in the ebonite rod will now be more than the number of proton. So the ebonite rod is now negatively charged. So we form the charges by friction. We form charges by friction. We form charges by friction. Can somebody tell me what is friction here? No, you're not saying anything. This is what you're looking at, but is there anywhere it is there? Okay, stand up if you want to answer. You don't want to answer? Even though you can't say that. When you want to answer, stand up. Are you afraid? Are you ashamed? Okay, answer. Sit down and answer. With each other. Is that all? Eh? Is there any other answer? Uh-huh. You know, she says something. You say something. You say it's a force between two bodies in contact. Eh? And she said is a force opposing the motion. Is that also? Well, if I'm to mark that, your answer is wrong. Bro. That your answer is wrong. Now, the main duty of friction is to do what? Is to oppose motion. The main duty. That's why sometimes you answer some questions in WAEC, but we don't give it to you. We don't give it to you. And when the result comes out, you find out that maybe you're expecting A1 and you have C4. We are not praying that you have D7. You must pass. That's the truth. But you will not be up to the mark you are expecting. It's because of this kind of answer. Giving answers that are not complete. The main duty of friction is to oppose motion. That's the main duty of friction. Please, whenever you are giving definitions, in physics, definitions is very, very important. As a matter of fact, it scores the highest mark. Define this. Define this. And if somebody is giving definition in physics, you cross the first line, this is your answer sheet, and you want to define something, you start that definition. You cross this first line, you move to the second line, you are still defining, you cross the second line, you move to the third line, you are still giving definition. If you cross the third line, if you move to the fourth line, you don't know what you are writing. If you don't know what you are, even if you don't know it, maybe you are copying from somebody, and the person is giving definition, he will write up to the fourth space. Leave that person. Look for another person to copy from. There is no definition in physics that can take up to 3 spaces of the lines and into the fourth one. There is no time. There is not. It's not unless you are explaining. If it is to define, please, I'm not joking. It's not a joke. I'm telling you. Eh? So long as it's a definition, define the term work. Work is the product of force and distance. Simple. You don't need to start rugging. What we are copying from textbook. Work is done when a force of 1 Newton moves a body through a distance of 1 kg in the direction of this and all right.